Good afternoon, everyone, or should I say good evening? Happy Monday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week going? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's make sure we hit that like button, hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. How is everybody doing? What is going on? So, a new series, a new team. It's the Yankees, it's the Guardians. What do we think, folks? Do the Yankees go 2 out of 3? Do they sweep? Do they go 1 out of 3? What are we thinking, folks? How are we feeling about this series? Should be a pretty fun series. I mean, the Guardians got a pretty decent team, so let's see how they do. And we know that Clark Schmidt's going to go on the mound today for the Yankees, and for the Guardians, it's going to be Gavin Williams. And the game should start here in about a few minutes. So certainly looking forward to it. I hope you all are too. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Who do we have in the chat today? We got Jonathan in the chat. We got OG Giku in the chat. We got Brad in the chat. Susan, what's up, Susan? We got Susan in the chat. Robert is in the chat. You know what, man? That's what they are to me as well. But I'm just going to call them by their proper name that they're being called these days. So I'll just leave it at that. Daniel Barry, what is going on? What's up? We got Sean Browning. What's up, Sean? How's it going? What is going on? Good to see you. Once again, game should start here shortly. So let's see what the Yankees do. How the Yankees open up this series against the Guardians. Obviously, they're playing in Cleveland, so at Progressive Field. I thought I said what's up to you there, Jared. My fault, dude. I thought I said what's up, Jared. I didn't mean to skip over you. Sorry, I was just like rushing through all the names, so I thought I said what's up. But if I didn't, I do apologize. But what's up, man? How's it going? How's life treating you? How's life treating you there, dude? Everything good? New job is going good. I know you got a new job. How's that going, bro? Going well for you? It's fine. Okay. It's fine as in it's going to get better, or you're just not enjoying it? Like, what are we thinking? Yeah, for sure, Susan. I hope they start with a win too. And then real quick, just to give you all some news. I'm sure you all heard about it, but Trent Grisham is on the paternity list. He's about to be a father, so congratulations to Trent Grisham. So new dads for the Yankees, right? They're having kids here. So Grisham has been put on the paternity list. Yorbit Vivas has been called up, so he's not playing today, which I thought was a little strange. But I'm hoping we see him sometime in the series. It'd be great to see him. I know he's been killing the ball there at the AAA level. So hopefully we do see some Yorbit Vivas, but we'll wait and see. But yeah, I'm glad to see. I am happy to see Yorbit Vivas being called up. Hopefully we see him play. And once again, congratulations to Trent Grisham. So yeah. Maybe. And I think he's going to come back and swing even harder, especially him being a dad. He's going to have that dad strength now. So it's gonna do him well. It's going to do him quite well. But the game should start here in about a minute. So yeah, congratulations to Trent Grisham. But let me pull up the little game cast here. And it looks like a nice day in Cleveland. The skies look pretty clear. Cleveland is out there. The defense is out there. So what up, Desiree? What up, Nosebleed? What is going on? But Yankees starting lineup, folks. We got Austin Wells, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez. Pablo Reyes, folks, is taking over right field duties. And Oswaldo Cabrera is batting ninth. So that is your New York Yankees starting lineup. So Pablo Reyes taking over right field duties. Cody Bellinger playing center field. So that is your lineup. Let me know what you all think about the lineup. What's up, Joe from NY Yankee Mania? Make sure you all go subscribe to Joe from NY Yankee Mania. We got Infernus is in the building. Man, we got quite a few. We got the crew in here. So Gavin Williams taking his warm-up pitches right now. So he is warming up right now on the mound. So Yankees bats should be coming up here slowly. Soon. So all right, Desiree, I see you. I'll try to give him a call here later, see if he's all right. I'm right there with you there, OG. And here's the Guardians defense. In the outfield, you have Steven Kwan, Angel Martinez, Nolan Jones. In the infield, you got Jose Ramirez, Brian Rocchio, Gabriel Arias, Carlos Santana. At the dish, you got Bo Naylor. Kyle Manzardo is DHing. And on the mound is Gavin Williams. And Austin Wells is leading things off here in the top of the first. He'll be facing Gavin Williams. He's ready to go. Williams is ready to go. And here we go. And the first pitch is strike one on a swing and a miss by Austin Wells. We got Gusto in the building. What's up, Gusto? 0-1 count to Austin Wells. And here's the 0-1. Wells fouls that back. It's 0-2 now. So quick 0-2 count against Austin Wells, who is leading things off here for the Yankees here in the top of the first. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Third base umpire said he did not, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. Here's the 1-2. And Austin Wells fouls that back, still staying alive. And Williams sets. And here's the 1-2. That is high. Count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Started off quickly, 0-2. Now it's 2-2. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Oh, Ronnie's in the building. What's up, man? And Wells. Oh, and Rocchio, what should have been an easy grounder, could not secure the ball. So Austin Wells is on first base. That should be ruled an error. Yeah, just could not secure the ball. The ball bounces off his foot. And Wells is on first. So we do have a runner on first. Aaron Judge is up to bat now. It should be an error. And here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Aaron Judge. Rocchio still with the yips against us. Yeah, right? Facts. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Aaron Judge as he takes a strike there on a 99-mile-per-hour fastball. Yeah, Brad, the error will be overturned in the 9th inning. Just watch. One count to Aaron Judge. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Runner on first here in the top of the first, nobody out. Williams checks the runner at first. He sets. Here's the 1-2. Just misses. So good eye there by Aaron Judge. The count is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Williams sets. Here's the 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the count is full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. Let's see what happens here. Williams with the long set. Here's the pitch, and Judge walks. So we got 2 men on base now. First 2 batters for the Yankees are on. We got runners on first and second, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger. So the Yankees have an opportunity here to get some runs in. Let's see what they do with runners in scoring position. And Bellinger fouls off the first pitch, so it's 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. So 0-1 count to Cody Bellinger. We got 2 runners on here in the top of the first with nobody out. As Williams sets here. And here's the 0-1. That is fouled off, so it's an 0-2 count. So another quick 0-2 count here. And Nick Marley is the home plate umpire. They say he is pitcher friendly. 0-2 count, 2 men on, top of the first, nobody out. Yankees trying to get a run here. And the pitch is a ball, gets away from Naylor, but the runners will stay put. What's up? Hey, little man Petruzzi, you showed up. What's up, little man? One ball, 2 strikes. Williams sets. And here's the pitch. And it's a grounder, so this could be 2. There's 1, and there's 2. So a double play here from Cody Bellinger. That does get Austin Wells to third base. So now the Yankees have 1 runner at third, as that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt. So double play. Did anybody have a double play prediction at all? I know I didn't do the pregame earlier, but anybody have any double play predictions prior to the game? So 2 outs here in the top of the first. We have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate, and he swings and misses on the first pitch. So it is an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. Yankees could score a run here on a hit by Schmidt, and he takes ball 1. So it is 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the first. We have a runner on third. And here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Williams trying to get out of this inning. Goldschmidt hoping to get a hit here and score Wells at least to try to get the Yankees on the board. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third. As Williams sets. What's up, SGA? Here's the 2-2. Full count. Count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. Looks like a nice day in Cleveland. 68 degrees, so definitely some baseball weather. Here's the 3-2. And Goldschmidt fouls that one off. He's staying alive. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third, top of the first. Williams with the long set. Here's the pitch, and he walks Goldschmidt. So we got runners on the corners now, and that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Let's see what Jazz does. So let's see if he can get a run in at least. Yeah, up comes Jazz. Everybody hold on to your seats. Gavin Williams sets. And here's the pitch to Jazz. That is in there for a strike. So it is strike 1 to Jazz Chisholm. So 0-1 count to Jazz. 0-1 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Williams with the long set. Here's the 0-1. That is called a strike. And it's an 0-2 count. Jazz didn't like that call. So 0-2 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. And here's the 0-2. And Jazz strikes out looking. And that'll end the inning. And we will be moving to the bottom of the first. So no runs, no hits, an error by Rocchio. And we are going to the bottom of the first. We are in a commercial break. Once again, it's a 0-0 game. Jazz continuing with his slumping ways, unfortunately. Ronnie says 6 for his last 59. That sounds about right. I don't know if that's the correct stat, but that sounds about right. But yeah, Yankees had an opportunity to get some runs, but unfortunately could not capitalize. So frustration, folks, frustration. Let me tell you. So, but it's a 0-0 game. We're in a commercial break. Bottom of the first will be coming up. So Clark Schmidt will be taking a mound here. But how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing this evening? What is everybody up to? How's everybody feeling? I'm going to put a poll out there. Stephen Kwan taking his practice swings. So the lineup for the Guardians is Stephen Kwan, Nolan Jones, Jose Ramirez, Kyle Manzardo, Carlos Santana, Gabriel Arias, Angel Martinez, Bo Naylor, Brian Rocchio. That is your starting lineup for the Guardians. Sorry about that, Ronnie. Clark Schmidt is on the mound. He's making his second start of the season. Let's see how he does in his second start. Let me bring up this game cast here. All good, Desiree, all good. And Stephen Kwan will lead things off here for the Guardians. Schmidt's ready to go as he sets. And here's the pitch. First pitch is a ball in the dirt. So 1-0. So Schmidt with the setting up here on the 1-0. And here's the 1-0. That is in their first strike on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. So the count is 1-1. All right, folks. I put a poll out there. Go out there and vote. I want to see what everybody says. And that pitch was inside. It's 2 balls, 1 strike now. And my boy Ace in the building. Chia. What up, Ace? Shout out to the Ace Avenue. I think you're calling the game right now, too, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully you're doing well there, dude. And the count now is 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Stephen Kwan. And here's the 3-1. Quan fouls that one. So the count is now full. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Yankees defense, outfield, you have Dominguez, Bellinger, Reyes. Infield, you got Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Goldschmidt. At the dish, you got Wells. DHing is Aaron Judge. And on the mound, it is Clark Schmidt. And here's the 3-2. And Stephen Kwan walks. So it's a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the first. So the Guardians have a runner on, and that will bring up Nolan Jones. Let's see if the Yankees could get a double play of their own here. So Quan takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike, so it's an 0-1 count to Nolan Jones. So no balls, 1 strike here to Nolan Jones. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. Fouled. Ooh, looked like ball hit him. Kind of tripped over himself a little bit. He's walking it off. Looks like he's all right, but it is an 0-2 count to Nolan Jones. Yeah, he fouled it off his knee. The baseball bounced off his knee. Well, it looks like he's all right, though. So he's just trying to, again, walk it off. But it is an 0-2 count to Nolan Jones as he steps back into the batter's box. Looks like he is ready to go. Schmidt is ready to go. Let's see if Schmidt could get a strikeout here. And here's the 0-2. And he struck him out for out number 1. Clark Schmidt's first strikeout here. So 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Still a runner on first. So, and that'll bring up Jose Ramirez. So let's see what he does with this at bat. As Schmidt sets, here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike on a sweeper, 86 miles per hour. So first strikeout for Clark Schmidt. 0-1 count, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, runner on first. Schmidt sets, here's the pitch. And Ramirez hits that ball high, but Reyes is right there to make the catch for out number 2. And yeah, it looked like that ball was traveling. Looks like it's a little windy there in Cleveland. So there was no wind. That ball could have been gone maybe. So, but Reyes taking over right field duties today. So we have 2 outs here in the inning with a runner on first, and that brings up Manzardo as he takes ball 1. It's 1-0 count to Kyle Manzardo. He is DHing in today's game. So 1 man on, 2 outs, bottom of the first, runner on first. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. The count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Manzardo. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. And Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. Way outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Manzardo. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first here in the bottom of the first. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning here. And here's the 2-1. 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Manzardo. And Carlos Santana is on deck as Schmidt sets. And here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So the Guardians have 2 men on now And that'll bring up Carlos Santana. So runners on first and second. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Carlos Santana is at the plate. So Guardians are threatening here. And Schmidt throws to second to check on Quan. So that's his first throw over as Quan gets back. So runners on first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the first here. Guardians have 2 men on first and second. And the pitch to Santana is fouled off. It's no balls, 1 strike to Santana. I see Jake Boss in the chat. Beagle is in the chat. What is up? We got Bill in the chat. What's up, man? And it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Santana. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Gabriel Arias is waiting on deck. Guardians trying to score a run here. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning. And it's a swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Schmidt can get his strike out of the game. Second strike out of this inning. As Schmidt checks second. Here's the 1-2. And Santana pops that one up. And it looks like Goldschmidt will make the play in foul territory. That'll end the inning. So 2 runners left on, no runs, no hits, no errors. That is the end of the bottom of the first, and we are going to the top of the second. And we are in a commercial break. So good job to Clark Schmidt. How's everybody doing? Make sure you all hit the like button on the way in if you haven't. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Continue sharing this channel out. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this strike zone community. So how you all feeling though? Let's see the poll here. I want to see what everybody voted, what folks voted for in the poll. So 85, so 13 votes and 85% of you have said 4 to 6 innings. So 4 to 6 innings. Okay. Cool. I'll take that. All good. It's raining out. You missed the rain by 10 minutes. I got you. Yeah, it's a nice sunny day here. We've been getting some nice weather here in the last couple of days, so I'm loving the weather right now. Yes, indeed. But we are in a commercial break. It's 0-0 right now. Yankees coming up top of the second. Let's see if the bats could get anything going. It should be the 6, 7, 8 batters for the Yankees. So that will be Volpe, Dominguez, Reyes. Those will be your 3 batters coming up. So the game should resume here shortly. I'll try to send some sun your way there, Susan. Snow. We did get snow here, but it wasn't like sticking to the ground or anything. It was the roads were just wet on Friday, Saturday. But it looks like we are back to the game, and Anthony Volpe is at the plate. He will lead things off here in the top of the second. It's a 0-0 game. And Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And Volpe, a grounder to Arias, and he throws over to Santana for out number 1. Just want to make sure I got my names right. Yo, Theo, what's going on? So 1 pitch, 1 out. A grounder to Arias, throws over to Santana. So 1 out here in the top of the second. That does bring up Jason Dominguez. What's up, Theo? How you feeling there, man? What's going on? And the first pitch to Dominguez is a swing and a miss for strike one. So it's an 0-1 count to Dominguez with one out here in the top of the second. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. That is called a strike. So it's an 0-2 count to Dominguez. And here's the 0-2. And Dominguez strikes out looking. 2 outs here in the top of the second, so 2 quick outs here. And that will bring up Pablo Reyes. Yeah, Theo, I can't wait till the Yankees come out here, man. I am so excited. So excited. And Pablo Reyes takes a strike on an 0-1 count. So 2 outs here in the top of the second. Still a 0-0 game. Nobody on base. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 count now to Pablo Reyes. Gavin Williams trying to go back-to-back here on the strikeouts, trying to get out of this inning with no problems. Reyes would like to keep the Williams inning alive. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Williams sets, and here's the pitch. And Reyes fouls that one off, staying alive. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the second. As Williams sets on the 0-2, here's the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss, and he strikes out Pablo Reyes. And that'll end the top of the second. We're going to move to the bottom of the second. So 1-2-3 inning here for Gavin Williams. And still a 0-0 game. We are going to a commercial break. Umps are nearsighted. Yeah. Nah, that second, I do agree. That second pitch on Dominguez, I didn't think it was a strike either. But I think it's going to be one of those games where there's going to be strikes and balls called that we're not going to agree with. Once again, the ABS system needs to get here soon enough. Hopefully it gets here next season. So, I mean, it's definitely needed. It's definitely needed. Theo, no, the American League is not looking as good. They're really not. The National League is there's a lot of powerhouses in the National League. The National League is looking good. So American League, yeah, they're not so hot this year. So it is going to be a long season, Susan. You're not wrong about that. You are not wrong about that. So yeah, well, Gavin Williams, he's looking pretty decent so far. I mean, let's see. Yeah, he's already got 3 strikeouts. He walked a couple of guys, but he's already had 3 strikeouts. So 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. So but games should resume here shortly, and looks like we are back. And the Guardians will start things off here in the bottom of the second. And it should be Gabriel Arias starting things off here for the Guardians as he steps into the batter's box and looks like he is ready to go. Clark Schmidt is ready to go as Schmidt sets. And here's the pitch. And that is ball 1. And it looks pretty windy out there in Cleveland just from looking at Schmidt's jersey moving around. But it is 1 ball, no strikes to Arias. And here's the 1-0. Ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Arias. And here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Arias. Schmidt sets. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Schmidt could get his second strike out of the game. Schmidt sets. And here's the 2-2. And he struck him out. Strike out of the game for Clark Schmidt. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. And that will bring up Angel Martinez. So a nice little strikeout there by Clark Schmidt. We have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Angel Martinez is at the plate. And the first pitch to Martinez is fouled off. It's an 0-1 count to Martinez. And here's the 0-1. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Martinez. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the second as Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Martinez. As Schmidt steps back onto the mound, and he's ready to go as he sets here on the 2-1. And that pitch is fouled. So it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Angel Martinez. Schmidt trying to get his 3rd strike out of the game here, trying to get the 2nd out of the inning. And Bo Naylor is waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And, right back to Schmidt for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, and that'll bring up Bo Naylor. Yeah, it was a hit. It was a hit, just hit right back to Schmidt for an easy out. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Yeah, true. I can't wait to do the Orioles play-by-play too. And here we have Bo Naylor, who fouls off the first pitch, so it's 0-1 to Bo Naylor. I got to get in touch with this this Orioles fan who has his own podcast. I talked to him about a week ago to see if he wanted to do a pregame with me. So I just want to make sure he's available because I want to get him on to do a pregame with me. It should be a lot of fun. And it's an 0-2 count to Bo Naylor. Let's see if Schmidt gets his strikeout here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schmidt looking for another strikeout in this inning. And here's the 0-2. That is fouled off. What's up, William? How's it going? No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second, 0-0 game. Nobody on. Here's the pitch from Schmidt, and it is fouled off. Bo Naylor trying to keep this inning alive as he steps back into the batter's box. Schmidt sets. And here's the 0-2. And it's a swing and a miss. So that was the 3rd strikeout for Clark Schmidt. And we are going to the top of the 3rd. We're going into a commercial break. Still a 0-0 game. So Schmidt looking a little more comfortable out there. He's finding his groove. So good start by both pitchers. So bats can't seem to get anything going on both teams. So let's see what the top of the 3rd brings. for the Yankees. That should bring up Oswaldo Cabrera to the plate. So it should be your 9-1-2 batters coming up. And we are in a commercial break. Yeah, for sure. Long day. I heard that, man. I heard that. It's gonna be a long week for like work and whatnot. So I know what you mean. But let's see what the 9-1-2 batters do here in the top of the third. Once again, we are in a commercial break. I do appreciate all of you tuning in. Thank you so much. And make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe. Share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so the game should start here shortly. There was a lot of people that were still pissed off about Aaron Judge's home run call. Well, what should have been a home run, but was ruled foul even after the replay. And then the MLB scorer who changed the error to a hit like 2 innings later. Like folks were fuming over that. I don't know. I think that's something they're going to be fuming over for like the rest of the week. But it was frustrating. It was frustrating to see. It should have been a home run for Judge. I mean, it was clearly a home run. The replay even showed that. And look at the bat boy for the New York Yankees, man. Long hair, beard, and everything. And yeah, I mean, Oswaldo at the plate, he's actually not been too bad there, Susan. The field, though, yeah, he's been last couple of games. He looked a little shaky. I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it's not a consistent thing as he is up to bat right now, and he takes ball 1 from Gavin Williams. He's a bat boy for the Guardians, but he's wearing a Yankees uniform. And here's the 1-0. That pitch is fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Sean, that was pretty dumb, man. I mean, they ended up getting a hit anyway, but to score it from an error to a hit like 2 innings later is stupid. But here's a grounder hit to Arias as he throws over to Santana for out number 1. We are back to the top of the lineup, and Austin Wells will be coming to the plate here. Oh, okay, Susan. I thought he was a bat boy for the Guardians, but you're probably, or for the Yankees. I guess he's for the Guardians. I didn't know that. And the first pitch to Austin Wells is ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count. We have 1 out here in the top of the third. And here's the 1-0. It is 2 balls and no strikes now to Austin Wells. Judge is waiting on deck. And here's the 2-0. Pitch is fouled back. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, either way, whether it's in a commercial break or not there, Sean, it should have never been changed. I mean, I would have just – it was an error, I think. But here's the 2-1 as Wells hits a grounder to Jose Ramirez, throws over to Santana for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the third, and that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Okay, Susan, I got you. What's your question there, Chua? Yeah, Yankees looking a little sluggish, but it's still early. I'm not worried about it. And here's the pitch to Judge as he takes ball 1. So no balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. 2 outs here in the top of the third. And here's the 1-0. Did he go? And he did go. So it is 1-1 to Aaron Judge. He drew a walk in his first at bat. And here's the 1-1. It's 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. 2-1 count to Judge. Top of the third with 2 outs. And here's the 2-1. That is called a strike. I don't know about you all, but that looked a little inside to me. But it is a 2-2 count to Judge. 2 outs here in the inning. Williams trying to have another 1-2-3 inning. Judge would like to keep this inning alive. Chua, I don't know what the pitchers are going to be for the Orioles series. We'll find that out next week. And here's the 2-2, and Judge hits that to left center field, and that ball comes off the wall, and Judge is going for 2, and it is a 2-out double for the captain, Aaron Judge. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by Judge. Now the ball drops, bounces off the wall, and Judge is there with a stand-up double. So Judge keeping the inning alive. So good opportunity here for Cody Bellinger to drive in a run, as he is 0 for 1 in today's game. He hit into a double play in his last at bat, and he takes ball 1. So Cody Bellinger 0 for 1. Yankees have an opportunity to get on the board here in the top of the third. And here's the 1-0. That is called a strike. Looked a little low to me once again, but it is a 1-1 strike count to Cody Bellinger. As Williams sets, he checks Judge. And here's the 1-1. And Bellinger swings and misses on that one. It is 1-2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second, top of the third. Yankees trying to get on the board here. Here's the 1-2, and Bellinger gets a piece of that one, so he does foul it off. Still staying alive. Gavin Williams just threw pitch number 50. Paul Goldschmidt is waiting on deck. Judge takes his lead at second base. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger pops that one up to the center fielder, Angel Martinez. He makes the play for out number 3. So the Yankees do leave a runner stranded. They do get a hit here. So no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And we are going to the bottom of the third. We are in a commercial break. And the game will resume here shortly. Well, it's a 0-0 game still. Bottom of the third coming up. So Judge got the first hit of the game for the New York Yankees. So looks like, folks, I got a couple of news here. So DJ LeMahieu is starting a rehab assignment tomorrow with AA Somerset. And then Spencer Strider, the Atlanta Braves pitcher, has been placed on the 15-day IL with a strained hamstring, folks. So Will Warren versus Sugano. Should be a pretty interesting matchup. Yeah, DJ, yikes, exactly. And just looking at the poll here, it looks like 23 votes, 78% of you said that Schmidt will pitch between 4 to 6 innings. So he's about to come out here into the third inning. And the game should resume here momentarily. They're showing the city of Cleveland. Looks like a pretty cool city, actually. I've never been, but has anybody in the chat ever been to Cleveland? Let me know. And Clark Schmidt is back on the mound. And Brian Rocchio is leading things off here in the bottom of the third. And it is strike one to Rocchio. So Sean's never been to Cleveland. I've never been there either. So no balls, one strike to Rocchio. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Rocchio. Your cousins lived there for years. Now they're in Florida. Okay. All right, Susan. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Rocchio. And here's the pitch. And that ball is hit and drops in front of Dominguez. Rocchio is on with a single. So it's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third for Rocchio. So the Guardians have a runner on. Brad. That's funny. And that does bring up Stephen Kwan's at the plate to the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup for the Cleveland Guardians. Stephen Kwan did draw a walk in his first at bat. And here's the 0-1. And that pitch is foul. So it is out of play. It is an 0-2 count now to Stephen Kwan. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 runner on, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Schmidt sets. Here's the 0-2. That is high for a ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Stephen Kwan. Oh, that's cool, Joe. I know the Yankees don't have a game Thursday. It'll be a day off for them. They'll be back to the stadium. And it is 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nolan Jones is waiting on deck. Nice, Susan. And here's the 2-2. And Kwan hits that to right center field. That ball will drop. Bellinger goes into the infield. Rocchio hustling to third. So runners on the corners. So runners on first and third for the Guardians. Still nobody out. That does bring up Nolan Jones. So Guardians threatening here. And that does bring up Nolan Jones to the plate. So let's see what the Guardians do here. They have runners on first and third. Nolan Jones and the umpire look like they're arguing about something. I don't know about what, but. And here's the pitch. It is fouled off. So 0-1 count to Nolan Jones. So runners on the corners, nobody out. Guardians trying to get on the board here. Schmidt would like to get out of this inning without giving up any runs. but it is an 0-1 count to Jones. And here's the pitch. 1-1 now. What up, drunk Hispanic? Yeah, they owe him big time. They screwed up that call so bad. Yeah, fans couldn't stop talking about it today. I think it's going to be the topic of the week, more than likely. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Nolan Jones. Schmidt trying to get the first out here. Jose Ramirez is waiting on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runners on the corners, nobody out. The Guardians trying to get on the board here as Schmidt sets. And here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. That does bring up Jose Ramirez. So let's see if Schmidt could get a double play here. It'd be ideal for him to get a double play, get out of this inning without any damage. So Jose Ramirez stepping into the box as he is ready to go. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Runners on the corners. Schmidt sets, and here's the pitch. And it is fouled back for an 0-1 count. Strike 1 to Jose Ramirez. Schmidt sets. And here's the 0-1. And that ball is hit high. It is far. It is gone. And the Guardians are on the board. A 3-run home run by Jose Ramirez. And it is a 3-0 lead for the Guardians, folks. And that's how they will take the lead right now. That exit velo was 101.5. It was a 390-foot home run. Ramirez, I mean, it's what he does. It's what he does, man. He's a threat at the plate. But it is a 3-0 game. The Guardians are leading. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And that will bring up Kyle Manzardo. And the first pitch to Manzardo, that ball is hit high. It is far. It is gone. So back-to-back home runs here. 4-0 game right now. So Clark Schmidt right now, folks, is getting rocked. So that was the 7th home run for Manzardo. So Schmidt is getting beat up here right now. So this could be a short night for Clark Schmidt. He's already at 50 pitches. We do have Carlos Santana at the plate, and he takes strike 1. And here's the 0-1. It is an 0-2 count now to Carlos Santana. It's a 4-0 game, a 3-run shot by Jose Ramirez, a solo home run by Kyle Manzardo, back-to-back home runs. Clark Schmidt getting rocked in this inning. Here's the 0-2, and he struck him out for strike 3. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. And that does bring up Gabriel Arias to the plate. What's up, Lou? So Arias is 0 for 1 in today's game. Clark Schmidt sets. And here's the pitch. 0-1 to Arias. So once again, folks, the Guardians are up 4-0 against the Yankees. A 3-run home run by Jose Ramirez and a solo home run by Kyle Manzardo. That's how the 4 runs were scored on back-to-back home runs. And here's the 0-1. Ball. It's a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike now to Arias. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning. And here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Schmidt sets. And here's the pitch. And did he go? Yes, he did. He struck him out. So Schmidt gets a few strikeouts, but he does give up 4 runs. It's a 4-0 game. We're going to the top of the 4th. Let's see if the Yankees bats can answer back here. We are in a commercial break. I will take a small break. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. All right, we are back to the game. Paul Goldschmidt will lead things off here in the top of the 4th. As Goldschmidt steps into the batter's box, looks like he is ready to go. And here's the first pitch to Goldschmidt, and it's a hit to Rocchio. He stops the ball, but could not secure it. Could not throw it. Lost the grip on the ball, so Goldschmidt is on first base. So Rocchio having some problems there at shortstop. What's up, Ronald? Good to see you. So Rob, I think they're with Pereira. I think he's still taking his reps. I don't know that he's ready to go because remember he had Tommy John surgery, so I don't know if he was ready to be called up. Yeah, another error there, right, by Rocchio. Yeah, so he's having some problems there at and Jazz lines out, and it's a double play. So Schmidt was leading off the bag, and Jazz Chisholm hits a line drive. It was caught by Santana, and then Santana steps on the bag. So it was a double play. So can't really blame Schmidt on that one. It was a hard hit ball, and he was leading off the bag. So 2 quick outs here, folks. Not looking good. That was just some bad luck right there. And that does bring up Anthony Volpe as he swings and misses on the first pitch. I'm doing good there, Ronald. How are you, man? And here's the 0-1. 0-2 now. So quick 0-2 count to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, Jazz is looking up. He put his hands up like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So at least he made contact with the ball this time, but it is an 0-2 count to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 0-2, and Volpe hits a grounder to Jose Ramirez. He throws over to Carlos Santana for out number 3. So a quick 1-2-3 inning here. Or should I just say a quick inning here for Gavin Williams? It's a 4-0 game still. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th. We're in a commercial break. I'll take a quick break, and don't go nowhere. I will be right back, folks. All right, folks. We are back to the game. And it's a swing and a miss here by Angel Martinez, who is leading things off here in the bottom of the 4th. The Guardians have a 4-0 game, or are leading 4-0 in this game. And here in the bottom of the 4th, and second pitch to Martinez is 1 ball, 1 strike. Susan, as far as Luis Hill, there's not a set date. He was supposed to begin a throwing program last week, but it got delayed because his doctor said that they want to see a little bit more healing with his lat strain. And that ball is hit. It is a fair ball. It bounces off the wall there. Reyes thrown into the infield, and it is a leadoff double here for Martinez. And that'll bring up Bo Naylor. Reyes is playing right field. So it's a line drive that passes the diving Goldschmidt. It bounces off the side wall, and then Reyes picks it up, goes into the infield. But it is a double for Martinez. And that will bring up Bo Naylor. Guardians trying to add some more runs here. Can Oswaldo play right field? He probably could. I know he's played left field before. He's played the outfield, but question is, do we want Reyes at third base? Because he's made a couple of bad plays earlier in the season. What's up, Frederick? I know you're in a good mood. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Bo Naylor. Let's see if Clark Schmidt can get another strikeout here. So no balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second here in the bottom of the 4th. The Guardians are leading 4-0. They have a runner on second base. Schmidt checks the runner at second. And here's the 0-2. And it is fouled. Bo Naylor staying alive. So no balls, 2 strikes to Bo Naylor. And here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bo Naylor. Yeah, Peraza could absolutely play third. No doubt about it. And Bo Naylor fouls that one. Stay humble there, Frederick. Stay humble. And Ryan Rocchio is waiting on deck. Clark Schmidt sets. And here's the 1-2. And it's the check swing as Cabrera throws over to first for the first out. Martinez will move over to third. So runner on third with 1 out. And that'll bring up Rocchio to the plate as the Guardians will try and get their 5th run here. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Martinez is over at third base. Rocchio is at the plate. Now he is 1 for 1 in today's game, and the pitch to Rocchio is fouled off. It is strike 1 to Rocchio. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on third. And here's the 0-1. And it's a base hit. And that'll score the run. So it's a 5-0 game now. Jazz was trying to protect himself. There was a broken bat. Yeah. That play could have been made, but I think the shattered bat distracted him. So he thought he was going to get hit or something with that broken bat. But it's a 5-0 game now, folks. Rocchio on first base, and that does bring up Stephen Kwan. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Runner on first. And Kwan gets a hit. That'll drop. That goes into right field. And Rocchio will stop at third. And it is a double for Kwan, folks. And it just keeps getting worse and worse for Clark Schmidt here. Yankees not having a great game so far. Schmidt not having a great outing. And he gives up a double here, a 1-out double. So runners on second and third. And that does bring up Nolan Jones to the plate. Yeah, this game is pretty garbage there, Ace, no doubt. So 1 out here. Once again, the Guardians have an opportunity to add some more. Yeah, Ace. I mean, it happens, man. It happens. It happens to the best of us. It happens to all teams, man. They get a beating. Look at the Orioles yesterday. They lost 24-2 against the Reds. I'm not even making that up. 24-2. That was a freaking football score, man. But they got freaking pounded yesterday against the Reds. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, Schmidt, yeah, he gave up 5 runs. I mean, he still struck out 6 and walked 1. I mean, you would think he only struck out 1 and walked 3 or something, right? I mean, he's still getting a strikeout. It's just unfortunate. He's just kind of getting pounded. And that pitch was in there for a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, as of right now, it's looking like it's gonna be a long night for the Yankees. But it is a 5-0 game here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on second and third with one out as Jones swings and misses at that pitch. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. So let's see if Schmidt gets his 7th strikeout of the game. Two count. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. It's a full count now. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And Yarbrough is warming up here in the Yankees bullpen. So Schmidt right now at 74 pitches. I would assume he's probably not going to come back out in the 5th inning. If he did, I'd be shocked, honestly. I know he's trying to get out of this inning right now. But it's 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jones as Schmidt sets. And here's the pitch, and he walks him. And the bases are now loaded for Jose Ramirez, who hit a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. So one of the last guys you want to see with the bases loaded. So the bases are loaded for Jose Ramirez. We have 1 out here in the inning. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning without having to give up any more runs. But damage has already been done to Schmidt. It's a 5-0 game. The Guardians are looking to add some more. And here's the 1-0. And that ball is popped up to shallow left. And it looks like Bellinger actually makes the play. He will throw in. So runners will stay put. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th, and that will bring up Kyle Manzardo, who hit a home run in his last at-bat too. Ramirez and Manzardo both went back-to-back on Schmidt. What's up, Al? So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th with the bases loaded still. It's a 5-0 game. Guardians will love to add some more runs here. Schmidt's trying to get out of this inning without having to get more damaged, even though damage has already been done. As Schmidt sets, here's the pitch, and that is ripped foul. So it's an 0-1 count to Manzardo. Yeah, the pitch count for Schmidt in each of those innings, except for the second, have been exceptionally high. So Cleveland Guardians bats doing a good job against Schmidt. Here's the 0-1. That is in there for a strike. It's an 0-2 count. Let's play. So bases loaded, 2 outs, 0-2 count to Manzardo. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. So they do get a run here. It's a 5-0 game. Top of the 5th coming up. We are in a commercial break. And I will take a small break once again. Don't go nowhere. I will be right back. All right. We are back to the game. And Dominguez is leading things off here in the top of the fifth. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He takes ball one here from Gavin Williams. And Dominguez pops that one up. Ramirez running towards the ball, but it is out of play. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Dominguez. Yoandry Gomez warming up in the bullpen right now for the New York Yankees. One ball, 1 strike to Dominguez. Here in the top of the fifth, Guardians have a 5-0 lead. And he takes strike 2. So it's a 1-2 count now to Dominguez. Here's the 1-2, and it's a swing and a miss as Bo Naylor throws over to first. And that is out number 1 here in the top of the fifth. So 1 out here in the top of the fifth. That does bring up Pablo Reyes. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Yankees bats so far in this game have been cold. Haven't been able to get anything going here, as it's a swing and a miss by Pablo Reyes. It's 0-2 now. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the fifth. And here's the pitch. And there's a hit for Pablo Reyes to center field. So he is on there with a 1-out single. Good hitting there by Reyes. That'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. So a runner on first, top of the fifth with 1 out. Oswaldo Cabrera comes to the plate. And he is 0 for 1 in today's game. So let's see if the Yankees could get something going here, try to get on the board. And the pitch to Cabrera is ball 1. It's 1-0 to Oswaldo Cabrera. So 1 ball, no strike, 1 out, runner on first, top of the fifth. Guardians leading 5-0. Gavin Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And another hit, back-to-back hits here for the Yankees as Reyes gets back to second in time. He was going to go to third, had to pump the brakes. He tripped over his feet a little bit, but was able to get back on time. So Quan with a good throw, though. But it's back-to-back hits here for the Yankees. One from Reyes, the other from Cabrera. So now they have 2 runners on now, first and second. And that will bring up Austin Wells. So we are back to the top of the lineup. Once again, let's see if the Yankees could get on the board here. And here's the pitch from Williams to Wells. It is ball 1. So Yankees making a little bit of noise here in the top of the fifth. Austin Wells is 0 for 2 in today's game so far. We do have 1 out here in the top of the fifth. And Williams scared Reyes as Reyes ran back to the bag. So runners will take their lead. Austin Wells is ready to go. Williams checks the runner at second. And here's the pitch. And Wells fouls that one. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Rob, it's okay, dude. It's all right, man. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 men on, 1 out. Yankees will love to get on the board here as Williams keeps checking Reyes at second. And it is a 2-1 count now to Austin Wells. Yankees, once again, have an opportunity here to get something going, get at least a couple of runs, hopefully. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. And here's the 2-1. And it's a swing and a miss. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runners on first and second, 1 out. Yankees trying to get on the board here, trying to get their first run of the game. Wells is ready to go. Williams checks Reyes as he sets. And here's the pitch. And it's a grounder. There's 1, and there's 2. The Yankees have hit into 3 double plays today, folks. And another rally killer destroyed. As they show the replay here, there's 1 and 2. Well, no, they're not going to challenge it. I thought maybe they would. But Gavin Williams gets out of this inning without giving up any runs. It's still a 5-0 game. Hey, what's up, Marshawn? It's my first time seeing you in the chat. What is going on? Welcome, Marshawn. If you're new to the channel, let me know. Everybody, welcome, Marshawn. What is going on? Is Aaron going to go hit again? I hope so. Yeah, Susan. I would have probably challenged on that one. Hey, welcome, welcome there, Marshawn. Everybody, welcome, Marshawn. What is going on, man? Thank you for coming through. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. How are you? How did you find my channel? I'm just curious. Always curious to know how folks found my channel. But yeah, that was a lame inning. But yeah, so far it's been a pretty crappy game for the Yankees. They're down 5-0. The bats just can't get anything going. Clark Schmidt getting knocked around. I mean, like I said, Clark Schmidt, he gave up 5 runs, but he still struck out 7 and walked 3. But the 5 runs kind of destroys that performance, and it sucks. But what are you going to do? Yeah, Susan. Yeah, I think I remember seeing you on Jason's chat. Yeah, these games do happen. They're Petruzzi. Am I watching the NFL draft? Is that tonight or is that on Thursday? I feel like they always do the NFL draft on Thursdays, unless they changed it up. But Carlos Santana is taking his practice swings. So, pitching alert. Yankees have a new pitcher on the mound. It is Yoandry Gomez. Hey, Rodney, your comment, sir, it's coming. Look what's coming. You're welcome, Rodney. Oh, it's Thursday. Okay. I'll tune in. I'll probably tune in. I don't know if I'll watch the entire thing. As Gomez pitches to Santana, it is a 1-1 count to Santana. Yeah, for sure, Marshawn. Love to see it. And that is outside for a ball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Oh, Cold Italian Pizza. How you doing? What's up, Cold Italian Pizza? Just noticed I didn't have the game cast up, so there you go. Sorry, folks. It's 2-1. That pitch is fouled. It is 2-2. Yeah, Yanks are getting their butts kicked right now. For real, Roddy? Or are you just playing with me? Count is now full, so it is 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Santana. It's a full count. Oh, Rodney. Oh, boy. Dang, man. And here's the 3-2. And Santana hits that to center field. And actually, Pablo Reyes makes the play. It looked like Bellinger was going to make that play, but Reyes ran it down, made a good catch for out number 1. It was a hard hit ball there by Santana. It's at the warning track there, but Reyes makes the play. What's up, Stephen B? And we have Gabriel Arias at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Stephen B., did you have to fix somebody else's work? Is that what you're telling me? As Arias swings and misses, it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Arias. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Guardians have a 5-0 lead as Arias hits a grounder to Volpe, and he cannot come up with it. And Arias will make it safely to first base. So that should be ruled an error there. Well, that's what you're there for, Stephen B., is to fix other people's mistakes, right? For real, Owl. But 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. That does bring up Angel Martinez. Should have been 2 outs. Oh, it's a hit? Okay. I don't know what's a hit and an error anymore. I really don't. Freaking Stephen B. out here making cheesecakes, fixing other people's mistakes. Man, you do it all, don't you there, Stephen B.? And here's the 1-0. And that ball is hit into center field. Bellinger with the nice catch as Arias runs back to first. So a nice play made by Cody Bellinger. He may not be hitting, but at least he's making defensive plays. I'll take that. Great play there by Cody Bellinger for out number 2. Yeah, Ronnie, especially after yesterday. Yeah, nobody knows what a hit in an error is. Nobody knows a foul ball or a home run. It's all confusing now. But that does bring up Bo Naylor to the plate as he takes ball 1 from Gomez. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Runner is on first. The Guardians have a 5-0 game. Gomez trying to get out of this inning here. And here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes now. Jacob, I do love cheesecake, but everybody knows what my favorite dessert is. If you want to call it dessert or pastry, but everybody knows what it is. I love cheesecake, but it's not my favorite. And Naylor hits that to center field, and Bellinger tracks it down for out number 3. So the Yankees don't give up any runs. Runners left on base, so looks like they did rule it an error. Either way, 5th inning is over. We are going to the top of the 6th. We're in a commercial break. And I will take a small break again, and I'll be right back, folks. It's not. It's if you're saying bear claws for me, it is not. But maybe for you, donuts. But nope, it's not. But those of you that know what my favorite dessert is. Be right back. I love cannolis. Cannolis is my jam. I like cheesecake. As Judge takes strike 1, he is leading things off here in the top of the 6th. Yo, Petruzzi, my beef with Cheesecake Factory, they got a lot. Their menu is like way too big. As Judge hits that ball hard, but it is foul. It's an 0-2 count. There's like way too many things to pick from. It's a little overwhelming. Oh, the Italian bakeries in Brooklyn there, Susan. Oh my God. I freaking miss it. So no balls, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. We are in the top of the 6th with nobody out right now. Here's the pitch, and Judge strikes out. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Yankees bats have not been effective at all, really. So, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. As Williams sets, here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Bellinger. It's quick. It's now 0-2. Oh, 2 count to Cody Bellinger. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits a line drive over Jose Ramirez, and the ball gets away from Quan, but Bellinger is still held for a single. So it's a 1-out single for Cody Bellinger, and that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. So Goldschmidt at the plate now, and he fouls that first pitch. So it's 0-1 to Paul Goldschmidt. So no balls, 1 strike to Paul Goldschmidt. We have a runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And here's the 0-1. It is 1-1 now. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Too many food items there, Petruzzi. Nice, Stephen B. And here's the 1-1. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Paul Goldschmidt. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Paul Goldschmidt. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first. Yankees still not on the board yet as they are down 5-0. And Schmidt strikes out. And that is the 2nd out of the inning. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Yeah, Yanks aren't doing anything. And Jazz Chisholm takes ball 1. Jazz is 0 for 2 in today's game. So 1 ball, no strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Runner on first. And here's the pitch from Williams. It's 2-0 now to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. So it's a 2-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. It's a 5-0 lead for the Guardians. 1 man on for the Yankees. And here's the 2-1. And it's a swing and a miss. Count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm. Gavin Williams so far pitching a really good game here against the Yankees. Yankees bats just have not had any answer. Williams right now at 85 pitches. The majority of his pitches came in the first inning with 26, and then after that, he's been able to have good pitch counts after the first inning. And here's the 2-2, and Jazz swings and misses as he strikes out, and that'll end the inning. We are going to the bottom of the 6th. Still a 5-0 game. We're in a commercial break. Let's see what we got here for scores. So the Marlins are beating the Reds 2-0. The Tigers are beating the Padres 4-2. Mets are beating the Phillies 2-0. The Cardinals are beating the Braves 2-0. And the Red Sox beat the White Sox 4-2. And a couple of games being played here, or one of them is being played here in about 20 minutes with the Astros and the Blue Jays. And then there's a game at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time between the Giants and the Brewers. So those are your games. Those are your scores. Yankees are down 5-0 in this game. Mama said there would be days like this. You're right, Ronnie. You are right. You ain't wrong about that, man. These type of games suck. Holy cannoli, Jazz K's again. I know, right? Good thing I was sitting down when I was calling this game. While I'm calling this game, because I would have fell over, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, this game is pretty lame. So, but I still appreciate you all hanging out, though. I know it's a hard game to watch. Believe me, it's hard for me and hard for me to call games like this. But I always appreciate it. So, anybody that's new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out. Hit that like button too. The likes does help. Continue sharing this channel out. Let's continue spreading the word. Love to meet some new subscribers. Even if you're not a Yankees fan, you're a fan of another team. Let me know. I welcome other fans into this channel as well. Yeah, WrestleMania night 2. The main event was garbage. I'm right there, Rodney. But we are back to the bottom of the 6th. Rocchio is leading things off here in the bottom of the 6th. He is 2 for 2 in today's game. He takes ball 1 here, and Gomez is back on a mound for the Yankees. It's 1 ball, no strike to Rocchio. As Gomez sets, here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes now to Rocchio. They're showing Max Fried there in the dugout, who almost had a no-hitter in yesterday's game. And here's the 2-0. It is 3-0 now to Rocchio. So 3 balls, no strikes to Rocchio. Bottom of the 6th here. Pitch from Gomez. That is called a strike. So it's 3-1 now to Rocchio. So 3 balls, 1 strike. As Gomez sets, here's the pitch. And he walks him. So leadoff walk here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll bring up Stephen Kwan. And we are back to the top of the lineup for the Guardians. And it's shown the play from yesterday that Goldschmidt couldn't glove. That they called an error initially. And here we have Stephen Kwan at the plate as he takes strike 1 from Gomez. So it's an 0-1 count to Stephen Kwan. Runner on first, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th, Guardians still leading 5-0. Gomez sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder. This could be 2. There's 1, and there's not in time. Nope. So they do get the runner out on second, and the speedy Kwan makes it to first. So runner on first now, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring up Nolan Jones. Yeah, one of those games there, Ace. Long flight, bats cold. 2 of our better hitters not in the lineup. Get them tomorrow. That's all we can do. What's for dinner? I actually just had a chicken sandwich a little bit ago. What are you having for dinner? Judge is not really doing much there, Frederick. I think he's like 1 for 3 in today's game. And Nolan Jones takes strike one. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Jones. Runner on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Guardians have a 5-0 lead. As Gomez sets, here's the pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Nolan Jones. I mean, I had a chicken sandwich. It was actually pretty good. But it's 2 balls, 1 strike to Nolan Jones. And that ball is popped up to center field. Cody Bellinger is right there to make the play for out number 2. Quan goes back to first base. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. I mean, Ace, pizza never fails. Just saying. Yeah, this is a crappy game there, Desiree. And that does bring up Jose Ramirez, who hit a 3-run homer to get the Guardians on the board. And it's 1 ball, no strike to Jose Ramirez. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th, runner on first. Yeah, you can never go wrong with pizza. 2 balls and no strikes now to Jose Ramirez. Beast Burgers? I've never heard of them. Is that just like a Virginia thing? Or are they a chain? 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. And there goes Quan, and Quan will steal second base. So it's a 3-0 count now to Jose Ramirez. Stephen Quan steals second. Oh, it's a Mr. Beast chain. Okay, I didn't know that. I haven't seen those out here. Yeah, Frederick, you're not watching the game, dude? How come you're not watching the game? Oh, man. I thought you were a Guardians fan. And here's the pitch from Gomez. And that is ripped foul. It is 3 balls and 1 strike now to Jose Ramirez. Yeah, J-Ram hit a 3-run home run, and then Kyle Manzardo hit a solo shot. Oh, you had to go to your brother's baseball game. I understand. That's important. But it's a 3-1 count to Ramirez. And here's the pitch. And that ball is ripped to right field as Stephen Quan is rounding third. And that, well, he is safe. He slid in safe. It looked like Wells made the tag. Umpire said he was safe. Ramirez does go to second base. It is a 6-0 game, folks. He's watching. He just wants to rub it in. Yeah, right? Does he get there? Yeah, he just slides in, gets the hand in there. So the speed, Quan is speedy, man. But actually, Gavin Williams is pitching good for you guys, if anything. Let me check his stats here real quick. Yeah, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He gave up 5 hits, hasn't given up any runs. So, if anything, he's doing quite well for you guys. So, it's an RBI double here for Jose Ramirez. It's a 6-0 game now, folks. And Manzardo is at the plate. Oh, Frederick, you don't have any faith in your boys? So it is a 6-0 game here, folks. And here's the 1-0. It is 1-1 now to Manzardo. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on second with 2 outs here. Bottom of the 6th, 6-0 game. Knicks are losing 23-18. All right, they're down by 5. And that ball is hit to left field. Dominguez running it down, but it is a foul ball. Does go into the stands. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Manzardo. Is it the first quarter there, Petruzzi? So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, bottom of the 6th. Gomez trying to get out of this inning. Let's see if he could get a strikeout here on the 1-2. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Manzardo. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second, bottom of the 6th. Gomez sets. Here's the pitch, and Manzardo fouls it off. Still staying alive. Still a 2-2 count. Two and two count. 2-2 count to Manzardo. Gomez checks the runner at second. He sets. Here's the pitch. Ball's in the dirt. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes now. So it is a full count to Manzardo. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. And Gomez getting the signal here as he sets. And here's the 3-2. And it's a grounder hit back to Gomez. Tosses it to Goldschmidt for out number 3. And the Guardians do get a run. It is now 6-0. We are heading to the top of the 7th. We are in a commercial break. Not a great game for the Yankees, folks, unfortunately. So they're being shut out right now. Gavin Williams has pitched a good game for the Guardians. The bats have been answering for the Guardians. The bats for the Yankees have just been ice cold. Schmidt didn't exactly have the greatest of outings, even though he still managed to strike out 7 batters. But he did give up 5 runs. So not an ideal start for him. His second start, not so great. But it's just that kind of game today, folks, which, it happens. These type of games are going to happen, hopefully not all the time, but sometimes. But here we are, folks. Here we are. So let's check some scores here around Major League Baseball. Let's see what we got here. So Miami beating Cincinnati 3-0. Tigers beating the Padres 6-2. Mets beating the Phillies 2-0. Cardinals, Braves tied up at 2. Houston, Toronto about to start. And then 4-2 game. The Red Sox beat the White Sox. So there you have it, folks. But it looks like we are back to the game here. So we are in the top of the 7th. Volpe will lead things off here. Gavin Williams still pitching in this game. He's at 86 pitches right now as he throws ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch from Williams. That is hit up the middle, and it is passes Rocchio. And Volpe on there with a single. It is his first hit of the game. He is 1 for 3 now in today's game. So leadoff runner is on for the Yankees in the top of the 7th. So nice swing there. Nice hit there by Anthony Volpe. That does bring up Jason Dominguez, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And the pitch to Dominguez is a swing and a miss for strike one. So Dominguez is 0 for 2. He struck out in both of his at-bats. Let's see what he does here. Here's the 0-1. That is fouled off. So it is 0-2 now to Jason Dominguez. 0-2 count, runner on first, top of the seventh. Yankees trying to get on the board here. They're being shut out right now in this game. They're losing 6-0. As Williams sets. And here's the 0-2. And that is rip fouled. Dominguez staying alive. Williams right now at 91 pitches, folks. 0-2 count, runner on first, top of the seventh here. Williams sets. And here's the pitch. And Dominguez following it off, staying alive. Dominguez is battling here. So no balls, 2 strikes to Dominguez. Williams sets. And here's the pitch. And once again, fouls it off. Well, Dominguez is battling, folks. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first, top of the seventh, nobody out. As Williams sets. And here's the pitch. And bounces off the catcher. But Volpe will stay put. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Dominguez. Gavin Williams now at 94 pitches. As Williams gets to signal, checks the runner at first. He sets. And here's the 1-2. And Dominguez hits that ball. It is high. It is far. It is gone! A home run by the Martian. It's a 6-2 game. Let's play that siren. And it's the season for Jason Dominguez. 107.9 miles per hour on the exit velo. The distance was 445 foot. What a shot by Dominguez. The Yankees are on the board. It's now a 6-2 game that cut the lead down to 4. There's still nobody out here in the top of the seventh. So could this be a rally? I don't know. But I'm glad the Yankees are not being shut out. So a 2-run home run by Jason Dominguez. Pablo Reyes is at the plate now. He shows bunt, but it is ball 1 to Dominguez or to Reyes. And he is 1 for 2 in today's game. And here's the 1-0. That is upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes now to Pablo Reyes. Williams right now at 97 pitches. Sewald is warming up in the bullpen for the Cleveland Guardians. And here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Williams sets. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. So the count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Williams right now at 99 pitches. So 2 balls, 2 strikes for Reyes. The Yankees are on the board with 2 runs. It was a 2-run shot hit by Jason Dominguez. They're trailing by 4 runs now. As Williams sets, here's the pitch, and Reyes fouls that one off. He is keeping it alive. It's a 2-2 count to Reyes. Williams officially at 100 pitches. Williams sets. Here's the 2-2. And Reyes battling here, fouling off another pitch. I mean, I appreciate it, Frederick. Thank you so much. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Reyes. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. And that is upstairs. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count. Williams just threw his 102nd pitch. Well, Frederick, I don't know, man. You still want to be a Guardians fan? And here's the 3-2. And Reyes fouling it back. So 103 pitches now for Williams, folks. He's at 103 pitches. Reyes is battling. It is a full count to Reyes. Let's see what happens here. As Williams sets, here's the payoff, and it's a swing and a miss. After that long battle, Reyes strikes out on strike 3. So we have 1 out here in the inning, and that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera to the plate. So that'll be it for Williams. That'll bring up the 9-1 and 2 batters. Sewald is coming into the game. We are in a commercial break with the pitching change. So it's a 6-2 game. Once again, I'm just glad that the Yankees are not going to get shut out. But they're still down by 4 runs. It is the top of the 7th. I know the game is still not over. You never know what happens in baseball, but still gotta find a way to tie up the game. It's tough to do, no doubt. But we are in a commercial break. Once again, folks, I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all so much. If you are new to the channel and you're watching this for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. Hit that like button if you haven't yet. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. So Yankees are down 6-2. Dominguez hit a 2-run bomb. That was good. It was a shot too. It was a great shot. So let's see what the Yankees do when we come back from commercial break. Knicks are down by 8. Oh boy, is it the first quarter there, Petruzzi? I'm assuming it's the first quarter, right? And are there going to be any other NBA games today? Oh, yeah, you got the Clippers and Nuggets playing later tonight. So Ben Rice is not playing today. He did take some swings today, it sounds like. He's missing the 2nd straight game with left elbow contusion, so could come in a pinch hit situation is what they're saying. But that does bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. It's a 1-0 count, so Oswaldo Cabrera. Paul Sewald is the new pitcher in the game for the Guardians. He is taken over for Gavin Williams as it's a swing and a miss for Oswaldo Cabrera. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. I know out there in the East Coast, man, I can understand there, Jared. I hated living on the East Coast and watching games that took place in the West Coast because it was like super late. But that's one of the things I really do love about living out here is that the games are still early enough for me to watch and out here for West Coast games. As Oswaldo Cabrera fouls that pitch off, it's 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. Yankees will love to get a rally going here and try to make a comeback. They do have 1 out here in the top of the 7th. They are trailing by 4. It's a 6-2 game as Sewald sets. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss as Cabrera strikes out for out number 2. And that will bring up Austin Wells to the plate. Wells is 0 for 3 in today's game. And the first pitch to Wells is way inside. It is 1 ball, no strikes. So 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. It's a 6-2 game with 2 outs. And the pitch to Wells is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Wells. And here's the 1-1. And Wells hits that to left field. Quan running back makes the play for out number 3. That'll be the end of the top of the 7th. Bottom of the 7th coming up. It's the 7th inning stretch. So get up, stretch, get some food, get a snack, get a drink. Come right back. I'll be right back. I'll get some tunes going here for you. See you soon. All right, folks, we are back to the game. Santana kicking things off here in the bottom of the 7th. It is a 1-0 count for Santana. Gomez is back on the mound for the Yankees. And it's a swing and a miss by Santana. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Santana is 0 for 3 in today's game. So it's a 1-1 count. And here's the 1-1. That pitch is fouled off. Yes, it is fouled off. Santana looking like he was going to make a run, but it is fouled. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Santana. One ball, 2 strikes to Santana as Gomez sets. Here's the pitch. And that ball is popped up in the infield. And Volpe makes the play for out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Knicks are down 10. Uh-oh. Knicks looking like they're not playing well so far. And that does bring up Gabriel Arias for the Guardians. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. And the pitch to Arias, that ball is hit to left field, but Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 2. Round of applause. You know I got to do this for Dominguez. And that'll bring up Angel Martinez, who is 1 for 3 in today's game. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Gomez trying to go 1-2-3 here. No, Jacob, probably not, man. Probably not. Playoff tickets are insanely expensive as Martinez takes ball 1. So I will be streaming tomorrow there, Jacob. Wednesday, I'm going to see. I'm going to see about Wednesday. I don't know about Wednesday, but Tuesday, I'm going to like tomorrow. I should be able to stream, no problem. Wednesday, again, we'll see. But it's 2 balls, no strikes to Angel Martinez. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th with nobody on. Still a 6-2 game. Guardians leading. And here's the 2-0. And that's a hit for Angel Martinez. Passes the diving Jazz Chisholm. So runner on first here. So it's a 2-out single here for Martinez. And that'll bring up Bo Naylor. Frederick says he's going to he's going to the Cavs playoff game Wednesday night with a friend and his son. Nice, dude. So is your friend? So it's your friend. So your friend's a father, a young father. But strike 1 to Bo Naylor. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. So 0-1 count, 2 outs, runner on first here in the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch is just misses. So 1 ball, 1 strike now. No problem there, Frederick. And here's the 1-1. And it's a grounder right to Goldschmidt. It's a fair ball. Steps on the bag for out number 3. So it's still a 6-2 game. We are going to the top of the 8th. And we are in a commercial break. And I will take a small break myself. And I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, folks. All right, folks, we are back to the game. Aaron Judge will lead things off here in the top of the eighth, and Judge hits that to left field, but Quan is right there to make the play on a hard hit ball for out number one. Judge gave that one a ride, but Quan right there makes a diving play. So good play there by Stephen Kwan. I mean, he is a Gold Glover after all. So, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger, who was 1 for 3 in today's game. And Bellinger waiting on the pitch here. That is ball one, so it's a 1-1 count. Nobody's on base there, Marshawn. It's the top of the eighth there, bud. It's 1 out. Nobody's on base. But the Yankees do get 2 runs on, and it is strike 2 to Cody Bellinger. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody. And Bellinger fouls that one off. Guardians looking like they have a couple of guys warming up in the bullpen. And Yarborough is warming up in the bullpen for the Yankees. Aaron Judge was batting, but he just got out. And Bellinger pops that one up, and Stephen Kwan is right there to make the play for out number 2, as that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt. So Goldschmidt takes a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt. 2 outs here in the top of the eighth. And Goldschmidt hits the ball, bounces off the third base bag, goes over Ramirez. So Kwan does come up with it, and Goldschmidt at first base. So Goldschmidt hits that ball and bounces off the third base bag, hits the bag, goes past Ramirez. So it's a, guess we could call it a 2-out single there for Goldschmidt. And that does bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. And it's an 0-1 count to Jazz as he swings and misses. So 2 outs here, runner on first, top of the eighth. Yankees down 6-2, 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the 0-1. Count now is 0-2 to Jazz. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, top of the eighth. Chisholm trying to keep the inning alive. And here's the 0-2. And Jazz hits that ball. It is high. It is far. It is gone. A 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's a 6-4 game. Let's play that siren. 7th home run of the season for Jazz. 383 foot for the distance. And Yankees are trailing by 2 runs now here in the top of the eighth. A 2-run shot with 2 outs by Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's a 6-4 game. Let's go. How we feeling? What's up there, CT Cards? How you doing? So Yankees all of a sudden down by 2 runs, folks. A 2-run home run by Dominguez, a 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. Now it's a 6-4 game. Yankees are trailing by 2. They were down 6-0 at one point, made it 6-2. Now it's 6-4. So Yankees trying to rally back here. There won't be a pitching change. Volpe, Dominguez, Reyes are due up. Appreciate you there, Giku. So a little bit of hope, right? It's baseball. It's a funny game. I mean, I'm not saying that the Yankees are going to win, but they're trying to make a comeback, right? So it is. They're down by 2 runs. But nice home run by Jazz. So once again, they're down by 2. It's a 6-4 game. Yankees trying to make a comeback here. What's up there, DM? What's going on? Yeah, we should see Weaver there, right, Desiree? But we are in a commercial break. The game will resume here shortly. The Guardians are leading by 2 runs now. Once again, Yankees trying to make a comeback. Got to drink some water here. But we are back to the game, and Anthony Volpe is at the plate. And the new pitcher for the Guardians is left-handed pitcher Joey Cantillo. And Volpe takes ball 2, so it's a 2-0 count now to Anthony Volpe. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. Yankees are down by 2 runs now. A 2-run home run given by Jazz Chisholm Jr. The count is 3-0 now to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 3-0. And that is called a strike. Volpe thought it was ball 4. Sure, a lot of us thought it was ball 4, but home plate umpires said no. So it is 3-1 now to Anthony Volpe. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the 8th. Yankees down by 2 runs now. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 4. So Volpe takes first base. That does bring up Jason Dominguez, who hit a 2-run home run earlier to put the Yankees on the board. Let's see what he does with this at bat. He is going to bat from the right side of the plate now. So Dominguez had a 2-run home run in the 7th. So no balls, 1 strike to Dominguez. Cantillo sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Dominguez. Facts, Desiree. Facts. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first. Top of the 8th here. Yankees are down by 2 runs. They're losing 6-4. Dominguez takes strike 2. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Dominguez. Dominguez still needs to make his improvements against left-handed pitching, hopefully in due time. And here's the 1-2. And it's a swing and a miss as Dominguez strikes out. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. But the Yankees do put up 2 more runs on a 2-run home run by Jazz Chisholm Jr. It is a 6-4 game. We are heading to the bottom of the 8th. We are in a commercial break, folks. So I think a lot of us thought this was probably going to be not a great game, as in, the Yankees were going to lose. We're going to be either shut out or they're going to lose 6-2, but they're down 6-4. They're down 2 runs. all of a sudden, we have ourselves a ball game. So let's see what the Yankees do in the bottom of the eighth. Of course, ideally go 1-2-3, and then hopefully they could make a comeback here in the bottom of the ninth. Stephen B says, I'm home NFE. Someone tried to rob my other friend. I helped find what is AC. They said it was under warranty and wanted they wanted $600. That makes a lot of sense. If it's covered on the warranty, then you shouldn't have to pay any money out of pocket, right? I mean, I would think. Jacob, you're not going to any Yankee Guardian games this year. You know what the crowd has to say to that there, Frederick? How are you not going to any Yankee Guardian games? But here's what the crowd has to say. You just got booed, Frederick. Oh, my God. The crowd did not like that. Yeah, but, like, the Yankees are in Cleveland. Like, you got to go. I mean, Stephen B., I would love to use that theme song, but I don't know if I'll get copyrighted on it. So I may have to be careful with that. Nah, he's a Guardians fan, dude. You're not sure about Schmidt? Well, I mean, DM, he got knocked around today, right? He gave up 5 runs, but he still managed to strike out 7 and he walked 3 batters. I mean, in a bad game, he still managed to, do an okay job, I suppose. But Yarbrough is in the game, and it looks like he hit Rocchio. Rocchio looks like he's in pain right now. Trainer's out there looking at him. I don't know, Petruzzi. I think I want to say you have gotten booed. You may have not been present. Yeah, I know you're going to the Cavs game, but still, man. I appreciate the CT cards. Oh man, but Rocchio looks like he's in pain. Hopefully he's all right. But that will bring up Quan. Yeah, Rocchio looks like he's in pain. Oh, yeah, they want a warning for why? Well, he pulled the back, but I mean, he still got hit on the hand. I don't know. Yeah, those are some good times. You suck. You suck. You suck. You suck. So Rocchio is taking first base, but it looks like the Yankees are challenging. Let me bring up the game cast here. I do apologize. We're talking with Yarbrough. So it is under review. So hey, CT cards. If anybody is slacking, it's you. All right. You showed up late to the stream. So don't be calling me no slacker. You better watch it there, buddy. All right. So Rocchio is at first base. Quan is at the plate now as he takes strike one from Yarborough. So runner on first, nobody out, 0-1 count to Quan. Guardians leading 6-4. Yankees are down by 2 runs now. So it's an 0-1 count to Quan. Yarborough sets. Here's the 0-1. And it is fouled off. It is an 0-2 count now. Oh, Stephen B coming through. Oh, man. It's an 0-2 count to Stephen Quant as Yarborough sets. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And it's a 1-2 count to Stephen Kwan. That's about what I did there, CT. Baseball and sleep. And Yarborough goes over to first. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th, runner on first. Let's see what Yarborough can do here. And here's the 1-2. And that is hit to Reyes. He makes the play. Do they have a double play here? No. Rocchio does get back. But a good play there by Reyes to make the out. So we do have 1 out here in the inning with a runner on first. And that'll bring up looks like a pinch hitter. Looks like that is bringing up Noel. Jokenzie Noel. He'll be pinch hitting for Nolan Jones. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Runner on first. Noel is coming in as a pinch hitter against Yarborough. He's pinch hitting for Nolan Jones. Yarborough sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to Noel. Yarborough sets. Here's the pitch. Misses. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Noel. Smith is warming up in the bullpen for the Guardians. Cade Smith. As Yarborough sets. And here's the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two balls, 1 strike to Noel. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th with a runner on first. Here's the pitch from Yarborough. And that ball is popped up in foul territory. Paul Goldschmidt is right there to make the play for out number 2. So Noel pops out in foul territory for the second out, and that will bring up Jose Ramirez. So Ramirez is 2 for 4 in today's game. Rocchio is coming out of the game. Looks like there will be a pinch runner for Rocchio. Looks like it's Daniel Schneeman. That is your pinch runner for the Guardians. He's taken over for Rocchio at first base. Jose Ramirez at the plate now as he takes ball 1. So we do have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th with a runner on first. Guardians leading 6-4. Yarbrough sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jose Ramirez. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Runner on first, bottom of the 8th. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Jose Ramirez. And Manzardo is waiting on deck. It's a 2-1 count to Jose Ramirez. Yarbrough sets. Here's the pitch. And Ramirez hits that to left field. And Dominguez is right there to make the play for out number 3. Yankees coming up here in the top of the 9th. They have one last chance to either try and tie up the game or take the lead. But the Yankees have one last chance here at the top of the 9th. It's a 6-4 game as the Yankees try to make a comeback. We are in a commercial break. So, folks, how are we feeling about the game? I know it was a rough one, for most of the night for the Yankees, but then all of a sudden now they cut the lead down to 2. It's a 6-4 game. So, how we feeling right now? Do we feel like the Yankees have a rally in them? What do we think? Do they make some sort of comeback? How do we feel about this top of the 9th inning? Yeah, Clase, he may not be the closer that you all expect him to be. I don't know. Oh, you did? Nice, Stephen B. Rob is feeling terrible. All right. I understand. So Marlins beating the Reds 6-0. The Cardinals are beating the Braves 3-2. Tigers beating the Padres 6-4 right now. Mets beating the Phillies 2-0. Houston, Toronto tied up at 0. And then you have the Giants Brewers game here in about an hour, a little less than an hour. Oh, nice, Stephen B. All right, we are back to the game. Cade Smith is in the game. He's going to look to try and close this game out. Yankees will love to at least tie this game up. And if, worst case scenario, you might see it go to extra innings. Ben Rice is pinch hitting, folks. So they said that he might be available for an at-bat, but here he is. Ben Rice is leading things off here in the top of the 9th as Cade Smith sets. Here's the pitch, and it's a grounder hit to the second baseman, makes the play, throws over to Santana for out number 1. So it's a 1 pitch, 1 out. So pinch hit unsuccessful. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. So it's your 8-9-1 batters coming to the plate here. So we have the number 9 batter, Oswaldo Cabrera, as he takes strike 1. And here's the 0-1. And that's a base hit for Oswaldo Cabrera. He is 2 for 4 in today's game. So we do have Austin Wells coming to the plate. A 2-run home run would tie things up here. So Austin Wells is 0 for 4 in today's game. Runner on first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Wells. He fouls off the first pitch. It is strike 1 to Austin Wells. Once again, 0 for 4 in today's game. It is 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Runner on first. Yankees trying to make a comeback here. They wanted to try and tie the game as Wells fouls off the second pitch. It's 0-2 now. So the Yankees have the series against Cleveland, have a day off on Thursday, go back to Yankee Stadium to play against Toronto. Then they do travel to Baltimore, start next Monday. And the 0-2 is now 1-2 to Austin Wells. So it is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wells. Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Cade Smith sets. Here's the 1-2, and Wells strikes out. He did not like that call. So we have 2 outs here in the top of the ninth, and it is all up to Judge. And Boone is furious there in the dugout. He is yelling at the home plate umpire. So Wells, clearly not happy with that call. The captain is coming to the plate. All rise for the Judge. It is all up to Judge now to tie this game up. As Judge takes strike 1, that was just a bad call. I did not like that call. And based on that replay, and Boone is still yelling. He might get thrown out here for the second straight game, folks. He is yelling at the home plate umpire, and rightfully so. And Judge fouls that one off. It's an 0-2 count to Aaron Judge. He is down to his last strike. Oh, 2 count to Aaron Judge. He is the last hope here in the top of the ninth with 2 outs with a runner on first. Cade Smith sets. Here's the pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. So Cabrera at second base now. Bellinger is waiting on deck as Smith sets. Here's the 1-2 and a strikeout as Judge is 1 for 4 in today's game. That does end the game. The Yankees lose the opener against the Guardians 6-4. Boone is just still yelling it from the dugout to the home plate umpire. But Yankees lose 6-4. But they had their chances to come back. They almost made a comeback. They almost tied it up. At one point, they were down 6-0. Then they were down by 4 runs. They cut it down to 2. And they were trying to make a comeback here in the 9th inning, but just couldn't do it. But the Yankees do lose the opener, 6-4. So now the Yankees have to win the next 2 games in order for them to win the series. So, and it does start with a win tomorrow. But Clark Schmidt, once again, he got knocked around in today's game, so it wasn't an ideal outing for him. So, he gave up 5 runs, but still managed to strike out 7, walk 3. Usually in games like that, when pitchers are being knocked around, their strikeouts are low, the walks are high, or even sometimes they're both low, right? But Schmidt, once again, he gave up 5 runs, but 7 strikeouts, 3 walks. I mean, those are not bad. This umpire, I'm not really too sure about him. A lot of questionable calls. So there is that. The Yankees bats came alive a little, maybe a little too late. We wish those bats came alive a little bit earlier, but they still managed to try to make a comeback and, lose the game by 2 instead of being shut out. So they did try to rally back. So to lose by 2 runs after being down 6-0, it's still a good effort, but it just wasn't enough to for them to try and tie it up and win this game. But that's what we got, folks. I mean, the Guardians, they did everything right. The offense was on point. Gavin Williams was on point, right? And they closed it out. So they won tonight's game 6-4. But tomorrow's another day. This game is done. It's over. Nothing changes with the game today. Clark Schmidt does get his first loss of the season. He is 0-1 now. But what are you going to do? It's only one game. Yankees are now 14-9. So let's see what they do in the next 2 games. As far as tomorrow's game goes, let's see. The pitching for tomorrow, we are looking at Will Warren versus Bybee. Tanner Bybee. That's the name. So Will Warren versus Bybee. Left-handed, is that true? I am a southpaw. So when I spar, I am a southpaw. So I go lefty, I throw lefty, I punch lefty, but I bat righty. So kind of a weirdo like that, but oh well. Play of the game, Stephen B. I didn't put up a poll, but I think the play of the game was Cody Bellinger on that nice diving catch. She knew it. How did she know? Like how did she know? Like what made her say, "Oh, and if he's a southpaw?" Like what was it, bro? I'm curious now. Before I sign off, I want to know. That's funny. But I write with my right hand too, just so everybody knows. I got some weird stuff about me. Susan says her brother's a lefty as well. My mom always put a pencil in his right hand. And he kept switching it to left. I always wrote with my right hand. I could eat with my right hand. If we get to 50 likes, I'll tell you. Oh, get out of here, bro. Just tell me, man. Or just tell me in text. Text me, bro. Don't be that guy. What? I'll take your wrench away. I'll take your wrench away, boy. They say lefties are smarter. I don't know. All right, CT Cards. See you all next time. But, oh well, today's game is today's game. What are we gonna do? Oh, because my hat is always tilted to the left, and she's a lefty. Oh, all right. Well, that was an interesting observation. That was a good observation by her. So, all right, that's a good call. So, yeah, again, my dominant punch is my left hand. When I spar, I'm in my southpaw stance. I throw with my left. My power kick is my left, but I bat righty. And I write with my right hand. I eat with my right hand. So, some things I do with my left, some things I do with my right. For sure. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, good game there, Frederick. All good, man. All good. Let's see what the Yankees could do tomorrow. Hopefully they could have a bounce-back win. Let's see what Will Warren does in his next outing. The last one wasn't exactly the greatest. So let's see what he does tomorrow. Hopefully the bats do a better job. Eats and rights left hand. Okay, I got you there. I got you there, Brian. Cool. But anyway, folks, I'm out of here. Go watch the Knicks game. Go watch some basketball. Go watch WWE, Monday Night Raw. If there's any other sporting events going on, go watch some sporting events. Go outside, get some air if you're able to. The weather's still nice here, but I appreciate everybody jumping on. Thank you for tuning into this broadcast. You guys and gals are amazing. Thank you so much. Once again, if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow for the play-by-play. I think I will have a pregame tomorrow. Don't hold me to it, but stay tuned if I do. But thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Have a good night. And as always, let's go Yankees.